Hi guys, how are you? It's Bricks Nostalgia here. What I would like to do with you today is to go through briefly this little build that I made the other day, inspired by the vintage space theme Blacktron 2. This, in practice, is an alternate build made with the pieces coming from this official set number 6832. This is the build. We're gonna go through it in a minute. What I wanted to tell you very briefly first anyway is why I felt the need to come out with this little build that you see here, and the reason can be found out from looking at this picture from the original instructions of the original set. And I don't know you, but how you feel about this set, but I find this set extremely ugly, and this is the reason that pushed me to use the pieces coming from this set to build something different that could suit a bit more my taste. The ugliest part of the set that didn't make me want to keep this set in its original configuration is the front part, the whole cockpit section. What I really don't like is the angle at which this canopy piece is, translucent canopy piece is used. And also I don't like these bars that are used on this side. I just find that the whole line here on the whole front is not very dynamic and extremely ugly. So while the whole back is not that bad, also I like the wings themselves, the configuration. So what I decided to do was to just tore this build apart and try to come out with something a bit more dynamic, following one rule that I like to try to follow when I use when I build alternate builds out of official sets, which is that I wanted to use only pieces coming from this official set, and I wanted also to try to use all of them in order not to leave pieces, leftover pieces behind. So let's move to the reconfiguration, and as you can see, the back part is not that different from the original set, and also you can see that configuration of the wings is pretty much the same. It's just that the whole front has been changed, and the pieces are being rearranged in order to give it a different design, a design that I find to be now a lot more dynamic, a lot smoother, a lot more, I don't know, I find it a lot better looking. As you can see, the translucent canopy piece is not present in this model, but this is the only piece left over from the pieces coming from the original set. I tried in different ways to find a more dynamic way to use these, and what would probably resolve the problem I had with the original configuration was just to manage to fit these at a different angle, but I wasn't able to do it without making a bit of a mess on other parts of the build. So I decided to take it, to just get rid of it and leave it. But however, this piece is the only one that is left out, so I'm satisfied with what came out. And what you can see here from the set is that these bars here, the whole piece that includes these bars over here and the whole front, has been rearranged in order to give it a more dynamic, more open look. These bars, as you can see from the original configurations, the whole piece has been moved a bit backwards and it's been turned around, so now the bars, instead of going from a higher position to a lower one, are going from a more low one to a higher one, and this gives it a more dynamic look. And then the front has been rearranged. It's longer, as you can see, and then it's very flat in order to give to the build this whole idea that it starts from a narrow, tight front and then it expands throughout the rest of the body of the build. I really like this build as it came out, considering also that, you know, I had to stick to the pieces I had, so the options were very limited. I think I'm actually going to keep this build in this configuration for a very long time. Definitely not gonna go to this official one. By the way, this set here comes from my childhood, so it's something that I'm not going to sell or get rid of in any way. So I'm gonna keep it like that, and I think I will keep it on display with my other Blacktron sets in this configuration, because I actually really do like it. So thanks for watching, guys. Just feel free to tell me in the comments if you think this is an interesting build or there's something that you would have changed. Otherwise, yes, and pretty much that's it. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you later for the next review. Okay, thank you very much.